Simply opening the doors each day can be a measure of success in this tough industry. Just keeping the books out of the red, staying alive, surviving. That is what matters. Chef Fadi is Franco-Palestinian. He just wants to create a restaurant that serves the kind of food he grew up with.
There are many forms of resistance that you can have in life, and I think that not everything is done by yelling loud. Not everything is done by going to a protest. You can protest in different ways. Having a restaurant that is Palestinian was the most organic, natural way for me to attach myself to the cause. It's the natural evolution of my own personal protest for my family, for my children, and it was also a very natural, organic decision to partner with Chef Fadi because he is already vocal about his Palestinianness, and his heart and soul is in everything that he does. So it was just a beautiful energy to be able to create with him this restaurant here in Toronto.
Opening a restaurant is an act of resistance. We all know the stats. 30% of new restaurants fail in their first year, and those that last have only a 50% chance of making it 5 years. The margins are slim. Staff are impossible to find and keep. The cost of everything, from onions to olive oil, is higher than it's ever been. Opening a restaurant is to say, I'm going to do this impossible thing and no one can stop me. But to do all that at this exact time in history, that right there is the real miracle. Here are the owners, Fadi and Nicole, two very different people. One an entrepreneur and home cook, the other a celebrated chef with restaurants in Bethlehem and London. They connected over food and came together here in Toronto to do the impossible.
I like Toronto. Like, human beings are actually very nice here. So I was like, well, that's the right ingredients for a restaurant. I also thought Palestinian food needed to be represented here.
Across the GTA, you can find Middle Eastern food, even Levantine food. But it takes some digging to find actual Palestinian food. It's there, but it's often called something else. To use the moniker of Palestine can be a loaded decision. Despite this, we are in a Palestinian restaurant, and the food is gorgeous. Everything is so enjoyable, perhaps made more so by the emotion that the food's provenance inevitably elicits. We can walk through these doors and enjoy a night out, beautiful wine, elegant rooms with exceptional views, and a cornucopia of dishes that are unparalleled in this city's diverse landscape.
A Palestinian restaurant, does it provoke questions from diners? Of course it does. I wanted to provoke questions. I want them to come and have dinner here and go home and wonder, oh, well, where does sumac come from? And why, what is the story behind the olive oil in Palestine? And then maybe that would lead them to find out more about our history, but also about the misery we're going through right now. Sadly, a lot of people in the world think we Palestinians have the tools to be able to deal with the genocide. But we don't. We're like human beings. We're like everybody else. And at the same time, what does allow me to go on is actually not wanting to disappear.
Tonight is the very first time that Louf is holding an event. After a hectic and crazy brunch service, the staff resets the dining rooms, upstairs and down, to prepare for the expected guests. Wine pairings considered, and special cocktails shaken and stirred. The kitchen is busy, working on a special menu of classics, the same dishes you can find in his New York Times bestseller and LA Times Cookbook of the Year, Bethlehem. Eggs in samneh with sumac, the same way as his grandmother Julia used to make them. A creamy Chardonnay from Galilee, features a drawing of the vineyard, a vineyard that no longer exists. Olive groves that have proliferated on the West Bank for thousands of years have been burned to the ground. But there are still Palestinian olives, each one a reminder of resistance and resilience.